Have you ever gotten the thing that you've always wanted, a dream job, a dream relationship, only to find that thing turn into a nightmare? Well, there is a reason that that happens. Hi, my name is Mark. Welcome back to things that I've learned from the science of decision making that are just broadly useful in everyday life. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps. Right, so at the beginning of this month, I told you about that very thing happening to me. I got a dream job right before the pandemic started, and it ended up being an absolute nightmare. I lasted less than 2 years at that job. And then last week, I told you about the two cognitive biases that explain why that dream job turned into a nightmare: the arrival fallacy and the disconnect between stated and revealed preferences. In this week's video, I'm going to give you some exercises to counteract some of these biases. Also not going to have time to do that for the arrival fallacy. So if you read about the arrival fallacy last week and it really resonated with you, go to the blog post to see some exercises on how to counteract the arrival fallacy. You can find the blog post at solvingforwhy.substack.com or on my website, markschreim.com/blog. What I want to do with you this week is an exercise to counteract the disconnect between what we say we want and what we actually want. This is an exercise I do very early in my time with all of my clients who are working through consequential decisions. If we want to make sure that the next decision that they make is more in line with their values, we got to really understand what it is that they truly want and not what they've been telling others and maybe even themselves that they want. Here's what I want you to do. It's going to take about 10 minutes to do this exercise. First, I want you to think back over the last 10 to 15 years, and I want you to write down 3 peak highs and 3 peak lows. 3 experiences that were like really high highs and 3 experiences that were really low lows. And we're going to interrogate all 6 of those experiences. For each experience, I want you to ask 3 questions. For each of the 3 highs, question number 1, what made this moment so meaningful for you? Question number 2, which of your values was that experience playing on? And question number 3, what capacities and capabilities were you tapping into? What possibilities opened up for you in that experience? For each peak low, basically the opposite question. What values were being compromised? Which of your capabilities or your capacities were you not able to tap into? Which possibilities disappeared in that peak low? And then for step 3, I want you to identify the patterns that emerge from these 3 peak highs and peak lows. Are there common elements across different contexts that show up? Are there skills or capacities that appear repeatedly in these peak highs? Are there situations that consistently create distress? And are there particular capabilities and capacities that you have that are consistently underutilized or suppressed in these low lows? The reason to do this exercise is because what we say we want, what we say our capacities, our capabilities, and our values are very socially influenced. But what this does is it gives us evidence from our lived experience of the things that we actually value. So I challenge you this week, take 10 minutes, do this peak experiences exercise, and I want to hear what you come up with. And stick around for next month when we talk about how to start combining those values with each other. And please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next month.